Hello, everyone. I'm back. It's been a minute. So, I actually have something a little interesting and different going on. I've always done drum vlogs, and I've done some tinkering with Reaper and informative videos about Reaper. But lately, I've been thinking along the lines of, man, I want to do like mashups, and I want to do mashups that are involving live drums recorded over some sort of Nintendo theme for a particular game mixed with some piece of classical music. So I would use Reaper and like chop up sequences of pieces of classical music and pieces of video. But I'm deciding to put a hold on that because I came upon this idea in a project I'm doing with multiple other friends, um, and I will leave their names anonymous for now. But there's a specific cover mashup that's done by Perfect Circle, and it's the Ozzy Osbourne Diary of a Madman mashed up with the Cure's Love Song. And it's actually pretty amazing. There's two versions of it on the internet. Both of them are terrible recordings, probably recorded with somebody's microphone on a device from long ago in the late 90s. And there's no studio quality recording of it on the internet. And come to think of it, after so much thought, I began to come to the conclusion there's a lot of recordings of different things like that, like some old Stooges recordings, like Search and Destroy is one thing that came to mind. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drag, where is it? Here it is, the bass line for that into Reaper. And here's the Reaper project right here. This is all the live drums up here, and this is the album track. So what I can do is I'm gonna drag this bass. My buddy that did the bass guitar for this, um, he there it is. It just created a new track and it named it what he named the file. So let's change the name of that real quick. But and all right. So now we have to sync this up. So I've selected this item. He didn't even come in until like the 42 or 43-second mark. So what I'm gonna do is like select that item, move the cursor way over here. Oh, what am I doing? What am I doing? This is the only selected item. So let's cut off the left side of that sucker. There it goes. Bye. So we just imported that into Reaper. What's crazy about this project is that I selected a couple different dudes that play stringed instruments, and I contacted them and asked them if they would do this because I'm going to try to produce a studio quality recording of this song, which doesn't exist anywhere. So, this mashup. So what I'm going to do is get one buddy's bass track and the other guy's guitar track. And once I get this all done, I'm going to create a YouTube video and upload it and give them credit, and their names will be revealed. But um, right now I'm just dragging the bass part in, and then we will eventually mute this album track where we don't hear it at all. But for right now, we got to try to sync up the bass with, and it's somewhere right here, man. Somewhere right here. Okay, let's listen to it without the audio, the without the album track. So let's mute the album track. We're gonna maximize here. All right, so let's go back to the beginning and hit play here. There's a little guitar sequence before the bass and drums come in. There's actually two guitar sequences before the bass and drums come in. All right, so we're slightly off here. So let's do this. Let's stretch the bass so we can see the wave. Let's do the same with just the bass drum so we can see the wave. Okay, now what we're going to do is stretch horizontally in time. So I'm using the mouse wheel to do that. Okay. All right, so now we should be able to move this incrementally, and I should be able to, we're going to have to get rid of the grid. The grid, how do I turn the grid off? Let's look at this. Grid. Most useful Reaper. All right, let's put this on the other monitor for right now. All right, to turn the grid off, it's Alt-G, toggle grid. So let's get in here and get rid of the Alt-G. Where are you, Alt-G? No grid. Bye-bye grid. So it's not going to snap. It's not going to snap to the grid now. Now we can move it around exactly wherever we need it. So let's see if we can't line it up perfectly. It's probably like something like this. We're going to have to stretch it more. Okay. So even if we have to slow the music down, we will. Like if I have to slow it down substantially, it doesn't change the pitch if we slow it down. There we go. Okay, so let's play. The drums are coming in first, so we need to back the bass up a little bit. All right. So let's go back again. Okay, the drums are still coming in first. So we need to, the drums are coming in first. Okay. Pause. I'm not using any sort of numeric entry to get this correct on the start point, although I do believe you can do that with Reaper. Let's see what happened here. Once we have it lined up, then we should just be able to. Okay, so let's go back again. I'm slightly behind the bass, so let's go back to the beginning. Okay, let's check this out. Oh, where'd I go here? Oh, it doesn't come in until the bass guitar doesn't come in until here. I was slightly behind the bass, so let's back this up just a little bit, just the slightest bit. Okay, so let's see what this sounds like. Actually, you know what? Here, hold up. don't want this video to be too long. Still slightly behind the bass. Okay, so the bass is in front of it. Let's do this. Zoom. Let's zoom this part of the song right here. Still, the bass is still slightly in front of it. So let's push it back just a little millisecond here. All right. All right. Now let's bring the whole thing back here. Okay. So let's go to this point right up here. All right. So it's pretty close. Let's listen to it with the album track. We'll unmute the album track. Let's turn the album track down a lot. Let's turn it down way down. Okay, so bass guitar is pretty loud here. Let's okay, let's just go back to the beginning and listen to it. I'm still slightly behind him. So let's do this. Let's just go back. Let's zoom this here. I'm slightly behind him. So he's slightly in front of me. So I'm going to push it back even more. Oh, what is this what we got going on here? Oh, I have to select it. Okay, now we're talking. Whoa, that was weird. Okay, that's odd. Barely. was too early and he was too late. He came in too late. So here, timeline. I'm before him, so he's after me. So I need to bring him this way. This is very curious. I might have to zoom in more. Yeah, it's necessary. Let's zoom in more. Okay. So he started in first. He needs to be backed up. Look at that right there. That transient needs to be lined up. Let's bring this in. Pull it out even more. Alright. So now, that's those first two. Da-da. Right there. Let's bring this right here. Okay, let's see if that does anything that helps us. Alright, so let's zoom back out. Instead of zoomed in, we're zoomed out now. So let's go back to the beginning. We're going to have the track turned way down. Turn the track way down. Okay, it's already turned down. Okay, here we go again. So that's that. All right, those are synced up. I'm pretty satisfied. I'm happy with it. Um, Tommy, good job. So anyway, man, that's a great, satisfying feeling. So this is a little um, project. This is quite the project here, and maybe after it's done, we'll have like a studio quality recording of this track. So I'm gonna do that Stooges Search and Destroy eventually, and the same guys want to do it, I'll ask them. But I'm pretty determined. If I have to learn the guitar part for that myself, I'll do it. So this is going to eventually end up on YouTube, and I'll have the whole thing with all the instruments on it and the vocals. I'll probably do the vocals and the keyboard tomorrow, or we'll see what happens. But so this is along the lines of where I'm going with all this. Is I'll probably still do drum covers. I haven't done a bass cover in a long time, but I'll probably still do drum vlogs. But I'm going to be doing more mashups, more chopping things up and editing with Reaper, and hopefully I get into like chopping up pieces of classical music, like and messing with. I would like to be able to mash up Nintendo game theme songs with classical pieces of classical music, and like be able to determine that the key signature and that the chord structure are the same between two pieces of music before I do that. And I was kind of able to do that with the choir and Mike Tyson's Punch Out. So I've never done this before, where a friend literally recorded something in Dixon, Tennessee, which is outside of Nashville, and I'm in Knoxville. So he emailed it to me, and I imported it into Reaper, and I was able to sync it with drums that I recorded with this album track of this song. So, this is like remote session work where he is way over there, and then another guy that I know is working on the guitar part. So, this is a totally different thing for what I'm doing with Reaper. Actually, one time I did something similar to that for a film fest where Remy and I recorded the video and the sound for a short film for a competition, and Justin was living in New Jersey, and we sent him the SD card for the sound device and the SD card for the video all the way to New Jersey in the mail in an envelope with a stamp on it. And Justin got it, and the files we even labeled 1, 2, 3, 4 like sequential, um, and he edited it together, and we put it together. It's called Slaughterhouse, and you can watch it on YouTube. I think his YouTube channel is called Burning Crow Productions. So, Justin Amir plugged your YouTube channel. And I guess that's it for this video. It's all that I think of right now that I wanted to talk about. And hopefully we end up with some guitar and some vocals and some keyboard on this soon. I'm going to do the main vocals. I don't know if I can hit those highs on those backup vocals, but if I can't, I know somebody who can. So anyway, thanks and have a good day, everyone. Bye.